94.7 Asempa FM Sony Emrena Siasubio Yatana Sidi Ekosiisen M'hiasem. It's the holiday edition of our show. Munim say enano memen dane na yenu anum nkremofo the Eid ul-Adha ehye so enti no ye chia Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak. And a see memen dane nti unim say originally a statutory holiday. And then was say any Monday a holiday, and that's why we are celebrating and as we are observing this holiday. And but for us here on Ekosiisen, I was here Jim Rennie about somewhere. If you some copy on holidays we close at 6 p.m. Now we are connected with the New York Dome FM Akofa Dome News at 6 p.m. To me at the Abremo. Edmonton so many. Osabonsuni from Yobi. Let me thank the production team so much for making this show possible. Dominic Kisi Yeboa, Nana Chumberema, Jackson Osei Tiamwa, Yawo Eric Opare, popularly known as DJ Yayo, and a Queen Star in Japan. They make up the production team of Ekosiisen, of course with support from Omai Hene Kwabena Asante. And made it to Facebook some minutes ago. So there were some exclusives at the mamo. Ekosiisen so. And you've made the right choice. You'll be updated very, very, very soon. And tell a friend to tell another friend to tune in to 94.7. Ekosiisen is live and airborne from our national studios at 355 Fanofa Street in Kokomlemle, Accra. Make us say, editor of the ABC News paper, Gordon Asare-Bediakon, is joining us in studio. Unim say for the past few weeks, yabode remamunyina mate say on the upcoming NPP National Delegate Conference. You know, say it's a conference where they elect national executives to serve the party in the next 4 years. Now, the Tujama Mote say the presidency, the research team at the presidency, Dankwa Institute and the National Security I survey be on the elections. And we've decided to because last week Friday there was some check details no but Mobekai in Komo ID fan cry asase ho and it took virtually the whole show. You didn't come off as answer hon seminar and the enyamre amfa details no amremo enne we're taking the opportunity to share those details not with you. Here we are ABC newspaper and so I own survey on the upcoming NPP general the NPP National Delegate Conference. In the ABC editor Ewaha would go through that survey and a result appear free. And we have two surveys to deal with. We are now comparisons, not actually. So we can now be certain, set two credible surveys are about out, no, a lead to this direction or the other direction. After NNO, you'll be clear in your mind. So for each position, who is winning? And please take the opportunity now. Turn suffer what done for this one for the feeding into 94.7. Now, as you enjoy the holiday, relax and let's serve you on Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, and current affairs talk show. But there are still some national issues of interest. What's happening in the education front? Obekaya and Nano Chas for the Babetu. You say schools in some part of the northern regions now, they will be forced to close down. We would go a bit more into that story. Unim said somewhere last year, NRB introduced sanitation levy. Now a part of the price build up on fuel. Now, and the whole story be how much has accrued to the country from Sa levy, no, in particular. And ye busasa for a levy like this, no, a coin potty. What do we use it for? Ebia Kasawsha, if it was supposed to deal with sanitation waste, pollution in the system, to me, a disagreement, because I'm common. I'll share details of that story, no, with you. My main fast dama ya boa for your Sound of Our Time sponsors the Herbal Center, Uniat Practical Institute, Irata Motors, and a Compute Ghana. M'hiasem segment in so Phenom Homes, Affordable Homes and Townland, African Origin Travel and Tour, Obapa Product, EcoBank Ghana, and a Rockstars Roofing Systems. Your interviews are here on this show, including our one-on-one interviews, no? Havoline Oil, proactively protecting your engine. Your Sasem Pharmaceuticals, and your CBG, or say we stand with you. Amaje Automobile and Real Estate, and OMV and Sons Limited. In my quite a my day your interviews no abremo, and also your discussion segment no GIPS Ghana Pay Up Your Money Your Way. Seahorse Engine Oil, Bell Beverages Refreshing the Nation, Franco Trading Enterprise Phone, Papa Fie, and a dependable hair bar. Ma minna ye affiliate radio stations no ase. Can FM 85.7 was Salaga Omofa Yenjumedi we live. Storm FM 101.9 e was Sunyane and that's FM 101.5 Japekrom, Iriase FM 95.7 Wenchi, Royal FM 104.7 and also Wenchi PZ Radio 93.1 Obuasi Cruise FM 96.9 Akomadan, Time FM 105.3 e was Finso. Adansia FM 98.9, Asante Achemagogo, Bankam Radio 95.1, Jokwa, Afima Radio 103.3, Ewokofo Radio, Aseda FM 105.9, or second day Takrade, Ochame FM 99.7, Ewo BBNE, Neje FM 90.3, Ewo Ejura, Today's Radio 101.7, and also Ejura, Kesmi FM 107.1 ewo Tamale and a Jewel FM ewo dua ya kwanta omu nyina fa Ekosiisen M'hiasem live amanane so stations ahodo e na efa yen ma ye na mu nyina ase e ma mo akwaba Gordon asarebedi akon atenase Gordon
Mina
boko de
oh nyame adom ahode wo ho
ya da nyame ase
na sala nam no nya biawe
dabi
eya se mu
minya bi
na ye na wo fo enu anum krabofo no wo mo yi bonya so du so eni mu anedi Easter do eni mu anedi na
odwan omato odwan na ntwie nso kama
omato papa
because I see hey udru ha ma say nyi aveno ho no
ya
hey
omato papa ukota malea na madaf bi ni ano ka me gidi nyakopon wan hwe won se wiase o
sa
ye ni an be se wiase enipa ankasa hwe ewiase de obi anim se economy ni mu ayede obi anim se fuel cost globally
yes
na enwan ni mponche ne anantwie so utimi ascribe the astronomical increase no to fuel ne boye din ana e wotamali e wukrum hanyina
say almost a bona cost because of fuel price increase
ya to petrol
and I say ube hu e omu go track bi mu ne ye de omo ba akra ha o and they are different Burkina Faso
e bo no if Burkina e bo so fitamali
and then you can ascribe fuel price increase
na say the be to fuel mo but you see percentage no na esosoma medodo because aboa ordinarily e bia nka nantwie bia be 8,000 and 9,000 obi tira say obeto ne 13,000 obisa na
say fuel price
yes you know there
that's almost 5,000
difference
I mean that's
no there because of course nantwie we turn 10,000 last year this year do expect obeto 9,000 I do expect obeto 10,000 bi e bia akaba beto so bia 1,001 bi kwa na bibi sa you know there reasonable but 10,000 all of a sudden go 14,000 15,000 what can I say you know me just nyakopon say we as people bi you ni I born na be gu wiase
yeah but it's a general phenomenon because I'm saying you know the price increments and I don't know there are not many of mine here can price control said the Cote d'Ivoire implemented might not work in Ghana
yes
but and I don't know how we can as a country we can deal with that phenomenon
and now you can Cote d'Ivoire how are they implementing it obi an kind that the atia ne say Cote d'Ivoire for price control how are they doing it yenim by a ticket maybe say minim I must be honest minim and now
I read their story on Africa Report.
Yes.
If that story is here.
Okay.
Let me see.
Go subscribe to Africa Report.
Yes.
It tell be on report.
Inti
why
or say okay, Inti let me read the story. It'll say on 4th March during the 8 p.m. news on National public channel, Suleimani Diarasuba, Cote d'Ivoire's Minister of Trade and Industry, announced that a series of measures would be implemented to deal with increasing food inflation. Between January and March 2022, the prices of petroleum products, particularly diesel, will be partially subsidized thanks to a budgetary envelope of 55 billion CFA franc, which is $91 million. With regard to food products, a price ceiling till food product, yes.
Okay.
A price ceiling will apply for a period of 3 months on refined palm oil, sugar, milk, rice, tomato paste, beef, and pasta.
Okay.
The list of consumer products and services whose prices are regulated will be extended. Well, and almost say the Ivorian government also wants to have more control over price development so that they will depend on local decisions rather than on price fluctuations on international markets. To achieve this, prior information will be provided during the 6 months preceding any increase in the price of staple foods, followed by consultation. To promote the domestic market, export of staple food product, which is plantain, cassava, yams, etc., will be subject to authorization.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes.
Or say, the food sector actors will receive an allowance, and the public will be told once the illegal roadblocks have been dismantled. Finally, the government will make additional efforts to inform consumers about the evolution of prices of product and input on the international market. For the same product, says the Ministry of Trade and Industry, inflation varies considerably from one region to another. This phenomenon is said to be due to a combination of endogenous and exogenous factors. And clearly, you would see, sir, that there is something the state is doing to control prices any other.
You see, me did say between you and I, your price control is FM. Because astronomical increment,
yes,
but my government be our so and cast what the price control, the kind of opposition will be some people know opposition on be and this no opposition on be because Ghana was history of side price control. Now I say boys are why you nobody wants it again. But we've come to a situation now, and government also must realize already there's some form of price control when they might be one or two, especially say fuel. Because NPF and this ceiling say you can't go beyond this. But tomatoes, beans, cocoa nkati, what they peg say one they peg. In fact, the government crab on la kwase bia wo kohwe see yen wafuom e bia omo sa value chain e be bedroom market no what the price to so one share the ton no 10 cedis e bia cap e ton 10 cedis because be kwa 27 cedis
27 cedis
what you say. But will market women, market people, will traders, will they allow? They won't.
And I think anke be easy say bia anke sa state farms concept ne wo ho then we know say states are going into the cultivation of tomatoes.
Yes.
And it's a bad market. And when it's a Cote d'Ivoire, edge because they've nationalized their land. Land tenure system in the Cote d'Ivoire no stool lands ne family lands ne sa nyoma be enshada in the lands in there no nationalized. And that's what is helping them to roll out some of these policies. Because also even cocoa, why they have that edge over us in terms of cocoa production and so land they nationalized, and the government can decide say me fa 5,000 acres they can go in and
yes
do that.
But of course sad name were mooking me gidi say womrem but Ghana ebusa ho say yemra wo ho dia hen ne wom apart from statutes me just say bibia wom enti no wan pona o you close with that authority say obetimi akasa of my price control be about baby. Is it the finance minister or the agric minister? And as a trade minister? Because me to my bro, obaka say ye bro me to ye agric asem, but ye trade. Now what you say? I am trading. It is I don't know. Trade minister dey mention one asem nka and as agric minister. Enti no ye meremu no menye so say bibia wo mu sa me say dan hwehwe. But I am tend to believe say bibia because e beka bibisa wo mu an e ka ban beye.
But sometimes so in emergency situations, you not many obi din come nipa na e say traders in staple foods and in nnuane a Ghana for e use pa no. If a major complaint any fuel prices are, is it not possible say a bank can find a way of taking care of the transportation? It the emphasis say cars I can say yeah e di nnuane ne bag bubulu shimoni ade say yenim farm gate o moko fa nnuane ne free home. It can government step in and say you provided trucks are e di nnuane be free farm gate or aba market no. It once government does that no, you have no excuse to transfer the cost of transportation onto the consumer, the final consumer.
But still, omoba do beton and obeton no. She aban betimi aye. Ama bosome aban betaka che say we use 1 million Ghana cedis.
Yes.
As subsidizing fuel for more eco transport, am ko creative aduane free maba. But 1 million ni be ko no. Na nipa kitua bi e no manya so mfa so. Na ye consumers ni ye nya. Obi I think say ya wadana na si fiada no. Omale family di nkobo bi say ya to the ye kokko agogo. Efre wo moton boardie. Efri efuo mu de ba. Obi wo me ye analysis kakra bi aje say wo say car kia truck no. So mo say first rhino. Say rhino no di free. E bia kumas kono agogo ho e bank na say kumasi a otimi bi 2000 ultimately 2000 now what just would be free a forms be basu and you say ya be hwe no na cost of transportation no kra no bi e ya ketua bi e ya still less than 10% of such a unit chain nyina yet omoto ade no enti enye cost of transportation.
Are you saying say if it is announced publicly say yemfa say tomatoes yenim say akomadan ena ewopa body enim so obekwa agogo ehon ewopa it is a cars na edi nnuane ne back for example yenim say okay abanya provided trucks be 50 yenkofa body infra agogo mfamra that cost has been borne by government. Traders ewo agbobulushi no can still say despite this intervention no on besia to and blame what would they blame it on?
And they will not blame anybody. Consumers will rather blame it on the government.
No, the Americans say what would the traders blame the increases on? So buying taking care of transport.
They are not supposed to explain why an increase has happened. Or what is here? You see, a bit to me about where buyer 94. And now some became a boy. A bit to me about where buyer we know the component of transportation in the price build up. Oil business in the area you say where you say it will be itemized bill no one say where it will 2% where 5%, but busa kwani busa obi oton a body e wo Medina market say what di you free Fred say agogo buy say no ma cost of transportation no a ticket percentage say ultimately can kire so what me who percentage no a na ye hu die mkofa su free akusi eba ene other wages eba because okay ene be on the average price build up no transportation no kwa 10%. It aban say okay 10% no or 5%. Then we know say omuntimi but yet we don't know obia be man with different figures. Yeah, e be even so difficult to even strike an average. Oh, it no say
when we just have to appeal to the conscience of people.
We have to appeal to the conscience. But nobody does quite conscience we say. He said because we say painting we be bring atom conscience at watching.
Because and I know many of mine here yes our story comment any calls are not airba in messages are not airba no. People were like they don't want to say auto ade no enne ade bechi because we crown airba is how do you friends grapes. And I want motor grapes. Or grapes, auto 10 cedis Monday. Or call the same place by Wednesday. Now call 30 cedis.
Say they nyehwe and they abrofo aduane. They say abrofo aduane nti nyehwe. We betimi ato. Nipa o pay grapes be bread, betimi afford. But is it come to think of it say grapes ankasa. Share the who can you so akoto grapes 10 cedis. Now 2 days time what to the same grapes no quantity na is 30 cedis ya no ye kasi ye calculate inflation rate Ghana food inflation rate ya no nko a abema inflation rate na kosoro
yeah.
na woni made ba kwesa wo say so far as say inflation rate kosoro no na it then comes to say psychologically okay obia psych no up say edwane bo kosoro
yes
sada kwakwa
yes
but the grapes in koen but busa wo say bi asada bode so tia na sana anwa so tia na anwa so bo ayedin anwa so de obi me April na mo London me call 3 major shops me nya anwa
oil
anwa ye de no amu ti kosuadi me nya bi abawa abawa of abawa radio
yeah
one e brema anwa wo fi
yes
eventually me konya bi wo kana shop bi ketua bi o me tono I think it was about 1 liter me turn 8 pounds. Wow. Oh, eti shortage no so be man adno so boa ye de. Banyame cha de ebro ho nye den sa wo Ghana. Banche ho nkwatwe, bayira ho nkwatwe, bayira mo kra na aben. What you say? Bode so ho nkwatwe. Baye ni ankasa no ye pefa so bum dodo. Ye pefa so bum dodo.
And people taking advantage of the situation. And no na akwa the main thing because and I know me takrade one of these filling stations mart na wo ho. I mean there was this duo na metai eto
yo
Charlie this weekend me call and I'm 30 something I'm like the last time I got Toby within this year not 15 cities so say
yes
all of a sudden
increase
30 something Ghana.
Yes.
I'm like Charlie within 3 months.
Yes.
How is that possible?
Okay, a debe pan na isia e masade no e kwosoro of course. What can say Russia war anya no a. Who you see no e na ade atum, who you so na de adi bone because we must admit say Russia war no war effect on them bebre. But quantum leap na ehu dodo.
It's too much.
It's too much. But Obi, why na say be produce and what yes supermarket wo Ghana? Was in the supermarket ni na busu ni bi wo Ghana bi ho no to ade.
Because
Obi so di bu ma mi o. Na wo yes ade say okona doctors so e di gina wa eno so beka ne say. Na afi na police dey swing down na afi 1 cedi was one you the 20 cedis was afi mo no mu wa ye na. Me I think say 94.7. Ye nim komo yi but ni nyina mu no to de bi so na leadership so ka ho kakra. Enkofo bibre da so wo yi bi kakra perception bi say people in authority enjoy la jersey bia ebiang ni sen komunya.
Yeah.
Enti wono se wona etika wikesie mu na ebi kwa no see claims ebi mu make say we nya free petrol we nya free say ni say bebre kwa na nya true so so elo se kan nyina di gu omo so eti no so ya de bia di pete mu dam kakra say oh no omo na say that na me so de minya bi eti no yen hwa de I think say modesty ye
yeah
what I say
very especially in these
times they look ade bia ni pay ye bia people must be moderate ewo your expenditure bibia ebeyemu na and humble because who so any abre one so say komode no
of course
one so say be oton so the source of livelihood waton the board den waton board no waton de kwaton to ma wo wode kwaton enwo anase anwa no so yatum it na memment be board ye so
so
what is that? I'm meeting board yes I'm for kwaton anwa boarding anase de waton anwa no wono ne bad dey deserve so ko school na me am ton board me bad dey deserve so ko school na enti ni nyina ya de a I think say there must be a holistic yi na ye nyina ni di nkomo look ekabofo ko asori fia da mo nka ho asem na me da fon so kala kwesada fon so enka because baby e ko no ye ne e be hye ho akon ye ne ankasa and ye be hye ho akon and we should be careful because look any pennies kasa o obi o chobi 20 cedis akra na bia chobi 20 cedis a ye le ko baby area bi na chobi 20 cedis a ye say that enyi da UBS a but this abonti be na mo bi 20 cedis wakuno was when him do betimi dia ye obi look
it's true
na see am me kokuma say Santos run about enkofo bi o moto kenke wo kama pa ti boa me kotobi me ko e obi me to kenke ba ko 4 cedis okay me to kenke ba ko 4 cedis and na 2 cedis so but I opted to buy the 4 cedis and me is ne boy me tin dodo And that's the reality. Kenke 4 CDs there. Ne boarding na ne kase na so no enko. Look. So when musa fish na say abaso na mo fish e fan catfish.
Catfish.
Ya oba betu tilapia there so. No ayi joint bia me kotobi.
Patase wona na.
Da be we enkan die ye.
Oh, okay.
Ai me koton wo da me mo mudi. O me kase ma chomoto. Obi. Me to catfish ya e bon mo abenya no. Ebi a range 45 CDs, 50 CDs, 60 CDs, up to even 90 CDs now. 120 now, depending on the weight.
The weight, no. Yeah.
Obi, now I say, minkuta scale there. Now so that at least metal to the minimum. Say the
weight, no.
They are 45 CDs. Now so about 70 CDs. I feel. Ubuni dua kakra be ria. Obi ka say nam kakra. Obi hwe na asa yes ye ria wo. Obi omo kenki omo dokono no banku banku mienu is that by saying banku is 8 CDs banku a ball of banku they have told them now you see before omo pass e-levy
yes
me call no matter that na me say ade no maka e-levy asem and me say how na budget but you read the e-levy ponya take effect na e-levy put there what has it got to do with banku? It almost had a management. I can't challenge me. I'm me manager. Obi, Bisa koto banku mienu 16 CDs. How? Banku mienu. This banku baku is 8 CDs. Yeah, enu me twa de say yo. Enti ya no ho na aye. And makacho mo me na mfo mo to bi o makacho so munya ito. Because for me it is crazy.
Yeah.
Banku. Maria banku be enu me say back 8 CDs adintra enti ano no aban be da control enti aban be ye say wa banku bi asubi na wa twede ne de ba be use ye be use akoto say akoto free ye twede and ana say be use o safo ma for.
I think the difficulty is real, but that's why government also should not attempt to gaslight people, don't attempt to define amount for reality for them. It is a me reality. They say, baby, I said, yeah, okay. Say, how na me to benku. Not for me, and I say, baby, I me to dokno. It was fantastic around about. Dokno ni boy me den dodo. Now, ebia aban mu ni pebika say, oh, neoma ye a broni bi o ne ade. Ni pani reality. They say, neoma boy edenti. Hano, aban pe yifonso kasa. Should be watched. And you're number one.
Obi.
And
and number 1, number 2, number 3. Abamuni pakasa.
Yes.
And number 1, number 2, number 3. For fourth one to us.
In the fourth one, so ebe say modesty said ya okay. Because also in politics, no, perception is reality. You understand?
Yes.
In the optics, no, it can a lot to people.
Yes.
Because obi o no system ma ye shinti. Make I say way. Kaneshi first light and V8 be a obi the baby trim say nipa na politician so a private person just say all maneuver the way through no matter amount for roll it down na dia no mu di akwana
so ye hwan you challenge yes enkofo akoma kosoro
yes
say you dey be say hungry man is an angry man.
The optics no matter the optics no matter, and that's why some well-meaning Ghanaians were of the view say irrespective of how you disagree with Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa on presidential travels,
yes,
it sent a certain signal, and enye papa, especially in these times.
Yes.
The earlier the president heeded to the call na or suspend this idea, or yen in Teman kebeboa than even now, But I thought say a trottoir, so it created a certain picture and perception. Say Charlie.
As
I
agree with you perfectly. Baby, you drew no. Ultimate say will be untighten the belt.
Yeah.
Now would the aquacoton first who I made say would the buffalo would be 7 optics no AF critical. A nipa communication the nipa besi akase music. Sabi ye Ghana yin ni job akwa ekoto mo ade. We to of course the aquaton no e bi akra mo. And what the horn need in the air, and you guys have masses and your home.
Yeah,
but how come I just say hold on? your masses. One more can masses, almost any
almost
Ghana for. And until no, one more can say be a first milk. Now a 3 cedis. Or 20 dear work, more, 4 cedis. One casa honkesi. Now, there are 24 cedis, or back when I got 6 cedis, 20 pesos. How can you tell us more casa?
Because I told you more lengthy.
Look at the quantum leap, no. It almost says what to me, a casa. Oh, by saying, my car say, you know, cool school near window shopping. Look, young was window shopping.
Yeah,
in the penny brave.
Busaba,
Konana, Busam, no Busa, you were no man, for no man. Or moon jim, Sahad, or Munema Boar for Kakra. Look, that's a meeting of the first. If you are weekend, you be a fish woman. You may be a quarter of fish. Time one about 5 1 more corner. 24 becon. Fish one shall be saying, I have got a low cost, said the best of fridge, but they tell me that. Yet you see the CDBC on. It's your best, Memo, dear, our advice. Baby annually. Obian taking the destiny to his own hand. Say, look, Mekubusa, dear, 100,000 cedis. Mentum Bukakras. Unless it be an we and the pan there and then. Because for all you know, a one man, even a drug can cry a ton. Obi. That's the pharmacy, a walk room hand. A bimo boo a hunduto. A drug a kill. A boy book 12 drew baby 30 cedis. But what the next use also 26 cedis, and we must admit it, say, brand be a bit more bad.
Yeah, a drone in the air now,
and the Obi in meaning other dada. Sanimano.
No, some of the pharmacists will tell you, say, broofing now, pa, you were made in Ghana, India,
and Germany,
UK, Germany, they all pay the
but you see, difference now, baby, mono. Gap no white den, so son, I want to be thrown. Oh, as so, and of course, we take a chair back on the same. Mammy, price build up process anything. And then you know, so sometimes, and name a different butchery, Bagana, dear. Cause of sipping.
Yes. Is there a quadruple? Yeah.
About 1 and 9. 81st, and I would be but say $4,000. Since I would the Bagana, you need $16,000. I said, I didn't have Bagana. $16,000 now would be Bagana, no. Well, first, what you say. And you have to break even.
Yeah.
Now, minimum one more be business captains be say for the next 2 years. I don't move and say they can sustain their business. They are not looking for profits. Bebreo, almost they are not looking for profits anymore. The only thing motion is I feel bad now. Omojoni engui. It more trying to crank a crack just to also meet me. I hear drink a crack engu. It's almost no. We have to pray for them.
Of course.
Yeah, because some are power home.
Because and I say, omunyuman so call for more the impact, no. The consequence will be too much.
It will be too dire. Yes, me.
Unemployment inquires. Yes. So these guys employ a lot.
Yes. When say sorry, I am in the US for omoja basu first quarter. Nipa do say niya ejuma be 400,000 and I don't know. Ya na nya ban ejuma.
Yeah.
Private sector.
Oh yeah, of course.
What is
of course. Now that buying the government job is not to. It's not to create jobs.
Yeah,
really.
Just to create a conducive atmosphere for will be a bit
yeah.
Until no young kwaso young who your homobo. Na your mom pay me adwuma for ayi omom wo adwuma ema ye bi ye. Omo sofa. Obi I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Business owners,
business
owners are suffering, especially the genuine ones.
Yeah.
Most of them are suffering. Importers are suffering. Na ebimu so hormo so anu de meji na moabo. What I say? It will one pay will be a na and the conform fed my pay, Adrian Enija, Nina, into survival. I didn't have Banyami admire crib, but the young Jamuch now. Yeah. And you better be 2 years answer the gym. Take careful.
It's true. Ekosiisen M'hiasem FM. Many your say bones, so many Gordon Nasari Bediako on a editor, Emma, the ABC News paper. And Motisi and AD and comment. We have a lot to talk about, but in the midst of this economic crisis, no, Ebiaka, what are some of the things are buying bit me? Are you going forward? Dr. Theo Achampong shared about 10 points. I think he shared on Facebook and will repeat your news file. And he thinks some forward solutions as we prepare to go into IMF negotiations. Or say nothing really new here per se. We've said these ad nauseum. In the number one, honestly, sack some ministers as soon as possible. Too many dead wood. We don't need more than 50 ministers to run Ghana. Efficiency and delivery is the watchword. And here the number one thing officer was buying. Of course, engineer Kwabena Japan Wakawaha said, oh no, he believes that the framers of the constitution said cabinet should be made up of 19 ministers. No? He thinks that in their minds, no, they thought that every minister should be part of cabinet. In the Onufi said they had it at the back of their mind, say at least we hear 20 ministries to be able to run Ghana. You know, into no opinion, and Theo continues to say, it's a demonstrable cutback on wasteful spending. What happened to the 20 to 30% cut to the 2022 budget? Example, no unnecessary travels and meetings, etc. 3, improve revenue generation by rationalizing the tax exemptions we give, like confetti, among others. 4, scrap or significantly reduce Article 71 emolument. 5, audit all flagship programs like Free SHS, 1D, 1F, and introduce efficiency savings. And one thing so about say buying flagship programs, no, going into the IMF negotiation, because come what may, we'll get there where government would have to make some hard choices. Which one of them they was buying suspended? Immediately was by continue, albeit with some reviews and other. It's a conversation I think Abai should have by now, you know, made it a topical issue or mining in our air discuss.
Oh no, but to be able to say free SHS. Abai catches free SHS.
No review at all.
Now you see, some word can ye.
Oh,
what do you mean when you say review?
No, in review, for example, say okay. And we want to now target it. Said the finance minister some time ago, and said, "ABIMA or more the poorest of the poor in Tria."
Okay,
you know, and or more move team in the days because obi say oba area JHS. I will say, Galaxy International. Na utria wo. Na ebia wan to aso anko SS for Galaxy. Now person call say Infante Permanence St. John School and Opoku Warrior.
No, but Obi, you see. You can mention Galaxy International, you can mention GIS, you can mention Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Okay. But how many Galaxies
do we have in
Ghana? What do I say? Galaxy International, so we school on population, it be about nipa 30. I will say nipa 30, there'll be a drain on the on finances.
On the finances.
I'm not sure. Okay. Maybe say me war issue kakra war free SHS no. Because you can review. Obi because what was all promote obia. Was suggested review. Nipa kono should come fronta. No one try say enema when person be yen.
No, because I am thinking, say, to say in the wake of our feeding challenges.
Yes.
Can we get to a point and say, because government through this policy, no, parents, but because I share the list of items are buying for car, it is mind blowing.
Me know ya dream.
Can we go back to the list? And say, Charlie,
Nioma suggest be my bayan.
Nioma mienu miensa bi on list.
Me say bi wodi me wo mienu sisi kan say makai bi. Yeah, start yes na buy more month mam.
School cloth no.
And
also buying fa hoka. Yes.
Government should stop that. Obi anya school cloth it doesn't prevent nipa from going to school. Dabi. It's a no say for me. FM. A expenditure a banker easily do away with. Easily cry. No boarding. Ababe twa mu ne ya na wan fa ntoma anko school na ye den. Se be prebiasa eduru kwasi ada. Na sa akwa no wan fa ntoma anko asori a na ye den. No ye den. Me de twa ko school ase kwa boka higher mountain ndimi nka. Me say ndimi ntoma fira biasa o. Me tell friend when you say be 3 years. Ma bo homo de.
Yes.
Eti no say e was a ben yi free. Another one so a huge cost any sir a real hot meal na the ma day students no.
No, omoda so.
Omoda so the ma. Obi for me. Abayin twem. Me da me say obi a obeka see review free SHS. Nipa ko no yes, only specific. Don't just say review and just go away with it because what is a review.
But I'm thinking say apart from day student one hot meal, I even will go further and radically propose say parents should take care of feeding. No?
Of feeding. No? See, I want to because feeding component in a saying.
Because so we show how much government spends on each kid.
Yes.
Per day.
Yes.
For feeding her. It's something parents can. Because once parents take care of that, that money, in advance is with the schools.
Yes.
You understand? This thing about and charts we issue statement after 1 week and you be close to schools down here, I don't know. Those things will go away. And I know him say, Madam Fubi, I catch him say neba free school by. He could see such a I could understand what. Well, I could understand because a Diano I say a bass and maybe a background a portion of the mountain a form near the inti. It can we say okay, ebia because the any boarding boarding fees and the any boarding. If you are buying far, it makes sense. But feeding component, I think parents can take that.
You know, say parents fire no. I won't be any bonnet.
Yeah.
Because I've been producer. Or body. So we bar. You must be responsible enough.
Yeah.
94.7.
But you will be ana.
Of course, I agree.
Obetimi ahwe ne back to a certain level.
I agree.
Eno nti na ban so boase wo so wasene. Aye bibia ma wo. But abaka so ofani nyina ebe ha adwen. And you see the time MPP wo opposition na omo can free SHSM no. Na COVID-19 ni wiase. Na economy na nye sei. Ba bia be dream yemu se won se sustainable ana. Sanya sustainable aban ka say ofere say obeka say free SHS we of course obun ka say wo twa free SHS but na be biadu baabi a wo say wo ye dey wo review eno nti no e wo so mo ye na say because say feeding no parents ntia so mutimi ka enya bone atomo mo de mo e wo so mo jai ya no say me advocate for that ba ko a be si na me ntiase and they said enipa bebre mu nsam obi obi obokopo asabi pe ne ba awie yes that 94.7 oni ba okoje but o ka say ye de photo bi ato won pe 10 cities in tumbo so me a obetimi the 1000 akoto aban enye saade no maka sasem
government did that
wonye ewai
now finance minister call almost all the budget presentations are why he calls on parents to help say omo this account not the one thing
omo the account ato abonten obi yemu say ho say ministry of education mu tie na so mo the account ato abonten da omo mienti
94.7
because obi say minimum say account abonten ka me promote minim menti da say aban e de account number bi ato abonten say ukuta 10 cedis ana 20 cedis a fakotum minim so anybody do mu tie o Ghana na abuchira da nyina no obi enya saade we bi da on share that say indeed aban se wo account number e wo commercial bank ana ADB ana NIB ana government banks even yen minim aban should do that
because finance minister account of parliament now. What kind of parliament? I've heard him on so many occasions about that fund, calling on parents or Monfesca.
Yes. Me nyi so mo di na account number.
Maybe your man for that one I
now what kind of side this can me fan go to him. Yeah. Me first can me fan go GS and as me fan go Ministry of Education. And me fan go say secondary school am back one. I don't know because look Kolebu teaching hospital that's what see we. Yeah that's so ejiska cardio me boa.
Yes.
So muton so be krompo mo the 10 pesos atoso
1 peso awake mineral water
awake mineral water say woto bia 1 peso ye be call Kolebu teaching hospital say wo
yes
doesn't mean say Kolebu affiliate
no
it doesn't mean say Kolebu affiliate here look obo kere Japan okọ ayi Kofono teaching hospital okọ so hu ne me wo no and so the I think say cardio na say cancer treatment center
yes
what this kekese ato ada owo bohu the rosem Ghana for so betima support for kakra meka ho no mu nsisa cancer treatment center no e wo ho it's good eti aban en champion no sa de ne say free SHS can what may yentwam but challenges kakra ba eti ehia wo bia support e de ade ato ho sei na Kenoforata Minister of Finance say wakanda o jini say wono betetu and best school fees na ka bo so me so na ka wono bo Kenoforata o de bia kotum na ka ya boache wono so de bia kotum ama mansa a year Venice Zubera no muso bia kwatum say metimatua ye be wie no ebia in a year's time na 6 months aban wo say bia nya be 100,000 Ghana cedis e wo mu a then they so Ghana school na 94.7 ye ka say the MP basic ya arrogant posture for me
aban na betimi afa ho ka
aban timi fa ka ni na godu be bia ba bedru no it's become so clear say aban timi fa ni na aban ho be kire no dodo.
And it's also probably because, and we'll come there, but I just got this document where the Ministry of Finance frequently asked questions as government engages the IMF for a possible funded program. Meaning say, when you have opportunity to see that document, but that document will provide some interesting answers. For example, question number 19 in the FAQ, so I almost say, will free SHS and some of the big government policies, such as Agenda 111, be suspended by going to the IMF? In a question they attempt to answer, the Ministry of Finance, ACA, in this case, FAQ, almost say no. IMF programs are flexible in response to evolving circumstances. Ultimately, the IMF encourages government in their program design to protect the poor or vulnerable groups from the impact of fiscal adjustment. Free SHS, the school feeding program, among others, are good social intervention programs, and it is the lack of financing and unsustainable debt burdens that could constrain a government's ability to maintain its level of spending, including social or investment spending, in our situation. The IMF may ask Ghana to consider curtailing lower priority or non-productive spending, such as White Elephant Project, as part of its fiscal adjustment, but to preserve priority social spending, including on health and education. The objectives are typically aimed at providing a social safety net for the poor and ensuring the investment spending boosts the economy at a critical time. However, government in its enhanced domestic program has started a review of these programs to see how best they can be optimized and become more efficient. The government position on social intervention program going into this IMF negotiations with NEA, and essentially, there will not be any suspension, but there will be a review.
Yes,
obviously.
Yes,
so you're making suggestions. No? But even, and this is even for free SHS. But I will still argue, sir. So we'll go through some of the government flagship programs. The say Agenda 111 hospitals, teacher and nursing training allowances, free senior high school, one village, one dam, one constituency, $1 million, one district, one factory, planting for food and jobs, NAPCO, and in recent times, Ghana Cares package, any you start, I don't know, Omunyan rolling out, Which of these 8, first 8, now boy, in Agenda 111 hospitals, teacher and nursing training allowances, free SHS, one village, one dam, 1 million, one constituency, one district, one factory, PFJ, which is planting for food and jobs, and a NAPCO. Say, if government is pushed to the wall, say on Dropubia, which ones would you think should go?
Okay, first of all, Agenda 111. Okay. They're very ambitious.
Yeah.
111 hospitals. One costing about $17 million. Very, very ambitious. Baby, difficult to achieve it.
To achieve all.
Yeah. And so, for me, I buy your nice opportunity to review side and downwards. Obi, I buy with data. Yeah, it's a bit said. I have for here hospital. I have.
Yes.
Data home. I buy bet me with data and say half for dear. Omo here hospital ni mani ya. Half for kwa dear. Bibit esia hospital bi onfifini on betimi akọ. Almost our private hospitals may say be around that. On betimi akọ.
But let's also agree say omo the asase that those ones should continue. Yes. Because you cannot suspend them. Because more drew ebi more basro. Yes. Your foundation abasro. You can't suspend those
but
ones.
No, you can't still. It's a mumu.
I think it's easier to rather suspend the end starting crown.
Necessarily they need a hospital. But no de nyan start. So they may need the hospital.
Okay.
It are buying consider ye no.
On your audit.
One year audit and money ye. Na say be okobuka so more target 20 hospitals are. Me just say no achievable. And more realistic. Yeah, people should be realistic. I will baby I see eba bedru no. Why agenda 111 2024 any achievable. Baby o mean any achievable. It a mine ni sa nkomo no yakoye audit. We must start we must do this stage. We be 40% completion. We say this say enti ne say de ye nya ye ni nyina no. Ye hold on for the meantime. Na emomo no hafo baby 5 places bi de omo nya hospital ni monim ye enti omo de bisi ye de kan we hu a e be 30 menua nya no ano no ye nchew e wuti mo papa se obeye but if I be kwasem
but the challenge with that and especially for agenda 111 the president made that promise in the midst of COVID when he probably knew at the time say Charlie, because of this pandemic, now our finances will be hit. And mind you, say after the first deadline, he came back to still see, said this thing is going to happen.
Yes,
timeline.
Yes.
In the midst of COVID, when we're hit seriously by the pandemic.
Me suspect say, maybe at that time, no, President thought say, I didn't quite sir. Maybe he underestimated the effect of the pandemic. Pandemic about globally. In fact, even IMF for World Bank for Krompo, global GDP growth for Krompo no, or more review downwards. America for feeding almost feeding kra.
Yeah.
Almost say a customer by $11 billion annually. They've stopped it. When about you will be. And the president can. But you can ye day.
Yeah, of course.
Say you was can go IMF and I'm a boy. And ultimately more be mechanic say Senate here. Yadi say 111 no and you're possible see.
Because again the new IMF so would let you the government bring a proposal. In our case the government calls it an enhanced economic let me get the right word. Okay. The right word the programmer.
Say back on buy policy credibility. Say I will be a team adamwa and
okay, do almost say let me see how government calls enhanced domestic program.
Okay.
In your Obusawa has said in the FAQs, almost say what is the enhanced domestic program? The enhanced domestic program is a 3-year fast-tracked macroeconomic stabilization program that seeks to restore policy credibility and achieve fiscal and debt sustainability. The program is heavily driven by a mix of robust structural reforms and revenue.
Policy credibility as I be saying, would you IMF? You know, okay, no, be 8 no.
Yes.
Liberty say, one district, one factory. A bikers will review and down was required and not why when putting why bonnie.
No review down was saying.
Say beer or Becca say, Scar what the ma or more support be our one fan could be. The enemy guys will review down was no. One way, yes, sir.
That's a numpono. A buying support no is through local banks.
Yes.
I know, sir. Yes, maybe there is a budget from government to the secretariat.
Yes.
But the secretariat has to run goods and services budget.
Yes.
And no, I'm not sure can be cut. And so okay say sika would support it way na. Tax exemptions and those things you cannot say you are cutting them. Can
and but say that so a list now my neck.
Oh yeah, can. But I don't just say ni nyina na what's happening.
But Obeka say bia and I'm say ho krampo die.
Yeah.
Scanner ya kwaji na IMF no e was say bibi kwa support to one factory. Because for the first time so many years production say production I can't hold to the state of my GDP akoso.
Yeah.
As a result of one factory hunsem yeah. It have been years can be brought the best project num. Am I nya 200
boosting local production.
200 factories running by the end of 2022 krompa. At least e be boost the economy. Ti anu say die what do say kan ye. What do say kana wo se mukena. But say schools no fair say hospitals re die obi aban cut one audit immediately no one cut one case e be about 30 ni betimi aya no mun focus one
we train teacher in nursing training allowances
Obi, and we say, oh, I send
And our person will jump here, no?
Oh, no, but I won't jump. I send me brain. I buy some should be. But can I say, maybe we have to know
amount, okay, budgetary allocation for that in a year. But it should be more than 200 million Ghana cedis.
But Obi, Obusa, Mr. Sonwa, money, my year, our education, muacha, on betro motivation wire, or mama, teacher training allowance.
Yes.
Said that need a teacher for, ye penesi for. But now question is say, teacher for you here Ghana, ya wana. Are teachers in short supply? Do you need to motivate somebody to go to teacher training college now? We have to ask that question. Do you need to motivate somebody to go to nursing training college now? Are nurses in short supply in Ghana? There be. What about teachers? There be.
You think they are not?
There be.
You think they are not?
They are not. They are not. You see, because so fundamental and very controversial. But because if there are still nurses at home, now grow a hospital, help a nurse no nya. You can't say. Okay, say they are short supplier. So
yes.
But nurse for be fear I am for module because I bind to me to mukakesi.
Yeah.
You know to buy fa. Teacher for be so every school.
I'm posting in
my because I buy eti adu baby a ban should look at it critically. But you know baby anyhow you see it, a ban will not touch it. Government will not touch it.
You think so?
No, government won't touch it.
Teacher and nursing training allowances.
I'm telling you. And it's a holiday. What the fatu? Government will not touch it. Obi.
But why would government maintain it?
Government will maintain it. Government will maintain it.
One village, one dam.
One village, one dam. Ne boarding
and that's a numpo no. Okay, a numpo after the initial budget and Special Development Initiative Ministry, the first set of dams. No?
Yes.
There's a committee budget built to that project.
Sure. My Obi, before I bet twice on I did back so I was a banyan casanso a year proper audit of cost of government projects.
Yes.
Cost of government projects ridiculously high.
4.7.
Obi me trackers look and never be brave. I don't know because it says block classroom you know what see and the board ding Obi and the board ding do about projects you to the beer you did the best back on keeping the sim you know. It businessman boys can crabia or about project. When you know what if you when about project back one will be what best manager or best among one no more on them. I call Danya Miasi Cosiada Thanksgiving service. At the cost of projects about projects no. Me didn't send the boy emidin to Obi, ni boy emidin. Acquiring hospitals there at the bend, the bay renovation, keep to be in the ministry, keep to be. But then you ask yourselves, that don't know yeah.
But yeah, no, because and so say a timer are buying it years can. And by the time the money is paid, the real value of that money,
not just a cockra,
and you inflate when you benchmark that against inflation. Anyway, a smart business person, you have to. That's the bottom. If we want to stop that, then also government payment prompt. And yes, you cannot solve that problem. You can't, because no smart businessman would give you the going market rate for project, and they know and say I will be paid sometimes 2 years time. It doesn't make sense.
But we also know Obi. Almost sent me just say cost to know because payment they check. Almost me adjust it. Auditor General report to be sound. Auditor General report to be sound. Say road construction
94.
Yes, statistics can be 2 years. You be in 4 years. Start I say $20 million they be here. About 4 years time no near the FN say $35 million na aye almost 50% increase. Auditor General was a report no. Etini na ka ho na maga na ye ho che bebia kwakodru no.
It's true.
Ni na ka ho I think say holistically na say hwe na ma bebre. Bureaucracy into the bia na corruption no so ka ho. Okay? And no kredie in system. Nipa kro supervise wo ekwan. Ono wajiska. One call site was ye wie. we engineer, we architect, we professional, we planner, we okoya no. The journalist for okoya kan. Obi, a hard drink.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, I can't one district, one factory. One constituency, $1 million. I don't know if it's still happening. So, and only, okay, and the co-development authorities in the honor. Okay, I don't know if there are still releases to them though under this particular program, but it has to be looked at one more time. I think one major a year planting for food and jobs.
Planting for food and jobs.
Well, we commit close to 600 million a year to that project too.
You see, planting for food and jobs, no. Bia, see any NTSC you dear meaning.
What is it? It's saying
planting for food and jobs, no. Made the minimum say, me say, I think it's 2 years ago. Na me pebi kakra ye wo. Me ma me krum.
yes.
Bogu.
Yes.
Asante Achim South. Me ko busai. Aban aye anese cocoa.
Yes, seedlings. No?
Seedlings.
Asempa FM.
What the chef frio?
4.7.
Under PFG, no?
Yes.
That's a PFG na cocoa seedlings in Kama.
Aban aye a friend is saying.
PFG na a seedlings grains into maize, sorghum. And so I know there's a six.
Who's a big bag count planting for?
And yeah, tree crop.
It's in a account. Eti Obi. Sika aban a committee. At the iron nursery. You have no idea. Minimum beer, wakwaji seedlings, 2,000 seedlings. Go to OP market, Busa will say, cashew, and a cocoa, 2,000 seedlings, a saying. No boarding. It is sika kum, sika kum, sika kum.
4.7.
About me have to review it. She review na American, me review me say. For me, it is unconscionable, say. Planting for food and jobs. SOCD. Na secondary school for so many
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me. It is like what can I say? Because I said at the moment, but omuwa. Me dwen say, aden na Asante Achim aso nyunu tumu obi a de odua yeye. Aden yan fa planting for food and jobs ka say, mokodwa aso a asa mo de mo bia mo dua buru ebe yi ana boardie
nje mo hade ya buru ni
ye dua ye de ma schools no adan ye ntimi nye ne sa afo so ye mo o ko dwaben side ho no ma omo ye mo papa no boa mu ne sa ino nyina omo ye mo pa etimo so bonya mo ye dua mo obogu a enye yi etimo emo na mo ye no no boa mu ho no mo de beba ne so abra mo boardie ya abra mo ye fe ne say aburu as a common secondary schools. Abra planning for food and jobs is succeeding.
Because the country cannot spend close to 600 million Ghana cedis on a project every year. And still we'll be talking, say, in senior high school near Duanini. It's mind-boggling.
How can you tell me, say, planning for food and jobs is successful? Abra accommodate secondary school.
That doesn't make sense. 600 million.
What has it be?
I mean, that's huge money.
But omono ebe catch us some target no. Say, but any sanity there, then priorities no akakakra.
Yeah, Charlie, we have to take a second look at that.
Yes,
at that program.
Because for me, I was secondary school for one day. Major because that na opa ko back ko check it. Hey, 2014, 2013, 15, 16. Near to be pamo for schools are one of the sector.
Yeah.
Omutimit etna fie ye bio school omutimit fie na wotwe miensa adentra ye say omoduane enye ready it omutifie ana obi meboa why must that continue abra planning for food and jobs are they committed so much and when the agriculture minister didn't come if I be catch is with even figures to back the claim we make be I say planning for food and jobs as CD, but in crowd and accommodate secondary school for. Your Busan ask question now, can he answer it? Aden na Ebranini Bafasto. Aden. I in a bad one over the weekend. Say,
Charles for
Adi. A national security issue, and I will be one.
Asempa FM.
That thing cannot happen in a country. Yes, see. Success rate of planning for food and jobs is so high.
And a project targeted at grains. Grains news in the school for ED.
And I'm a brony, yeah, Marie Coco Banku.
Charlie, the amount we are pushing in there, 600 million Ghana cedis.
It's a money retargeting. I'm on targeting.
Too much. I don't know if as a country we've gotten the required ROI, like return on investment, relative to our project rate. But I think it's something we have to take a second look at.
Now, return on investment, about one year.
Oh, 1 year, say, you know, say, more policy and evaluation unit.
Near 1 year. So, Bibia be a no more yet. Bibia be a buy.
Finally, on this, NAPCO.
Obi, NAPCO no. Na ebeko Guinness Book of Records
94.7.
Me nye sure say aban bi aba. One day at a go. Wa ma graduate 100,000 adwumada. Me hu bi da. Minim. Se wiase obi atibo wiase ba bi say aban bi aba na one day was say mantene member mu graduate. Graduate o. Se bi nya artisans o. Graduate. Wo mo nyina adwuma one day.
FM 94.7.
Abaye no ka say 3 years time.
Yeah, it will be for 3 years.
For 3 years. After 3 years no. Na omu
exit plan be.
Ebi hono ma system bi ta absorb bi. Ebo so na watimi amenye be foforo no akwa fa no konya adwuma. Ebo so go away to kwan ebo so say wakoto any school so ni ade. But 3 years ni drew ye no. Na abanhwe nipa a that's what system num e wo on the DAPCO project and a program oka so munko fie na ehu e because avase bi aka be 70,000 do enti no o sama 70,000 people to be unemployed enti aban gidi say when is a enyi e be having Obi, what is the point now say o ma me NAPCO ni na me ye adwuma 5 months na yimtua make. What is the point?
It doesn't make sense.
And you're sustainable. Abayin should cancel it.
Do you know what I think?
Yes.
If you ask me honestly. I think number one, Yemeje NAPCO with PFJ, Planning for Food and Jobs. We would make use of the degree holders no more in that way. Number two, one thing I think government akasa afa but yenye enough as a country about a revenue mobilization. We've said we need to ramp up your revenue mobilization and all of that. Ebiaka said one low hanging fruit, a property rate. Property rate, I think so for now, NAPCO beneficiaries no yen CZBB or muye and let's move all of them onto the field among quality property rate in Kwama. Property rate in Kwa. Just let them do that.
Yes. Obi,
a huge revenue source. Let them just do that. Around. Just get them tablets being quick software papa be was connected to a central system. Around them fat data in the system. Now we'll make better use of them than what we are doing now.
Obi,
we'll make better use of them than what we are doing now.
Perfectly.
Good property rate and let's drive that as a country. A huge revenue mobilization source.
Obi, me no yaji because property rate is canon. At the home will be uncofa.
At all free money.
At the home will be uncofa. At you would have say, not going to buy some of different programs. Areas,
yes.
Models, where we have, we say, it's your one general year. Then we and to know
call revenue gun or GRA no. A lot of them your Kogari ne Kokwaya to no Moko to brain penny for office. I think we should get because imagine 100,000 graduates.
Yes.
What format say we are using you for this property rate collection. Mobilizing revenue, go around or be a tablet back 100,000 munyina software guso. Go around and collect data and let's collect property rate. It will be a better use of their time and everything. Not saying bois or minus than what we are doing now. Because it's as if say over the past 3 years, no, really. I mean, you 700 Ghana cedis a month ago. Ushemu ye pa ye triegu.
Abebre no.
Oh ye triegu.
Abebre no. because see the king and never be brehonuma I was utilize one edo mo ye na achieve yeah in a year say you be just so be brave because at then a dark say Wesley Gonda so many adade na obi entua ho hwe
doesn't make sense
adentra oh me hwan so mate ma ba we no ho no mu ya yeso mo napko so be breti fie o mu nya hwe no answer boso me ne beso
na wakoje
e jaban san hwe sa ade no say obeye dai
if government would want to maintain them
you
then
must
maintain
engage them in a productive manner.
Straight property rate.
Yes,
property across the assemblies. Yes, property rate. If you want to maintain it, that's what they should be used to do. Because it will be a productive use of their time.
Yes, and you see, idea any IP for near that idea scan on the man phone. Obi no ma wo ye mpreko. On mpreko be at 20.
Yes.
When you scan can be sent adwuma no mu a obetime expand. But in mpreko farm now you know, one register.
Yeah.
Into unqualified.
Unqualified.
Some of these people napko
should be identified.
Yes, they don't go around. And some say, look, when company no, I saw register. Yeah. I saw register. MOBia or a phobia or engage in any business venture must register. They should go out. No money for ninkomo.
Yes.
Obi, any part or go around the side of any part 50,000 and register. Out of 50,000, if I say 10% impo. 10% impo. I feel also much more tax. Because see that too will have lost that revenue.
That's true.
Engage you know, I think so we must think outside the box more. Now you share a bias idea. Now what dedicated number of people they are already on your payroll. Deploy them productively.
If government will not use them for this property rate in Komo AD, now a business as usual said over the past 3 years, and then that policy should be scrapped immediately. Immediately. Because 700 per month for 100,000 people in a year, and yes,
that's 7 million and
it's small money.
You can't throw it away like that.
It's either you rechannel their energies, property rate, I think this is the time. If at any point property rate are crucial, it is this time. You know, it is this time. Honorable Clement Park, or a deputy ranking member on the Education Committee, MP for Belsa South, or the Obi, the food situation in our secondary schools is worrying. And it's not just schools in the Upper West region, as per the document attached. The question is, why the current situation? Why are buffer stock food suppliers not making food available to the schools? Does government owe buffer stock food suppliers? If so, how much? And why must government owe buffer stock food suppliers when 2.3 billion Ghana cedis was approved for free SHS for 2022? Something doesn't add up. By the way, I filed 2 urgent questions on buffer stock and its suppliers. Let's hope the Education Minister provides answers. In solidarity, Dr. Clement Park, MP, Belsa South. This one says, Obi, for a point of correction, and I beg to differ from Gordon, aka Malcolm G.
I don't know.
George New York.
Okay.
As the schools across all 50 states in America have not stopped feeding the children who attend those schools. Some of the schools, like the one that my 2 boys attend, give out groceries every Thursday to all parents who need them. Let me remind all that the taxes we pay, including property taxes, which Ghanaians have refused to pay, is what is used to fund the schools. We need to set up as a nation. God bless Ghana.
Okay, so baby, but
okay.
Also, can say every Thursday.
Yeah, every Thursday.
Once a week.
Yes. Now every. It was regular than every Thursday.
Now I say every Thursday, once a week. Ghana, can we sustain it?
No.
Secondly, no, was say to parents who need them.
Who need them? Yes, they are targeted.
They are the sanity.
No.
So they need different from what they know.
Yeah. Obi, the story is told of the benchmark values. Unfortunately, many of our importers took advantage and never reduced the prices of their goods. The Ghanaian trader must fear the Lord. John Batado, Ohio, US of A. Obi, a policy like free SHS has come to stay and will continue to be for all. Samuel, Brian, Boabeng, Edie, Enie. Good afternoon, Obi. Very good submission there. I pray they take the NAPCO one into consideration. They should channel them into something productive like the property rate. It will go a long way to help. Sam Tuga is in Alajo. This one says, Obi, the government should not touch budget that goes to the 3 development authorities, especially the Coastal Development Authority. These development authorities are really helping the rural communities. Coastal Development Authority alone has over 200 projects in the central region alone. These are also but few. Construction of chips compound at Breman Kwekubua near Brakwa on the Odobin Road. Construction of 3-unit classroom blocks with ancillary facilities at Breman and Womaso Methodist GHS. Construction of 6-unit classroom block at Ejumako Oseji. Okay. And yes, Ajumako Oseji. Construction of 2-unit KG classroom block. Ajumako Besianse Bethel Primary. Construction of 3-unit classroom block with ancillary facilities at Ajumako Boso. Construction of ICT center at the CM. Construction of 2-unit KG classroom block at Breman Denchindria, Baranda Ajumako district. And at Chips compound also Ajumako Asempenyin. In the honor free, government should not cut a budget to the development authorities. Obi, you must know that threat to Ghana's economy is the Ghanaian. Also, the threat to Ghana's economy is the Ghanaian. Almost everything that is creating problems for us is caused by the Ghanaian. Edwin, and he proposed to say, Obi, NAPCO should be merged with a planting for food and jobs. Some of the beneficiaries can go there, and majority of them should be enrolled onto the property rate thing, because it's extremely important. Let me say a big good afternoon to our listeners at Abundant Blessing Kitchen, a Ghanaian restaurant in UK, South London on the Walworth Road. Abundant Blessing Kitchen, Ghanaian restaurant in the UK, South London on the Walworth Road. Good afternoon to all of you guys, and we appreciate the fact that you continuously listen to us. We say, Obi, good afternoon. I think parents have to take care of boarding, and I mean housing. No, boarding, no boarding. Not many parents can, and we need a proper conversation on that one. Obi, when you raised the issue on presidential travels, Gordon intelligently then evaded it. He should have spoken extensively on it, as he does on the other topics. Obi, so the one funny thing, unfortunately. Also, me raise the issue on presidential travel. You intelligently evaded.
So if I intelligently did that, why are you questioning that? And now I'm prepared a document view on that. But of course, make a massive. Why not?
Very well. Obi, let the government get rid of free boarding. Kwame Samtona, Worcester, Massachusetts, US of A. Obi, good discussion on the free senior high school. I think all parents whose wards attend private schools at the primary and GHS level should pay fees. Such people are not poor. Private school pupils should not enjoy free SHS at all. BB Moses, Ewo Garu, in the Upper East region. And most of these parents will disagree vehemently with you. Whereas Obi, they feed them every day. The said groceries that is given out are just for thousand. Okay. Master Planner Junior Kintampo, Ghana is lucky to have a leader like Nanado in this difficult time. What is happening in our country is so scary. We would soon bounce back. We would find our own Zamzam soon. Greetings to Honorable Stephen Ayensu in team. 5 minutes and it will be 4. Gordon, I think it's a good time to take a break.
Okay.
We would go into the survey. Now, I actually 2 surveys. And I told you last week, say, Oshe for survey now, questions are Omubusa was simple. And for example, so Oshe national organizer, the question was asked, if elections were held today, whom would you prefer to become the national organizer? And a question, and I make catch was say, this is a survey done by the Research Directorate at the Office of the President, together with Dankwa Institute and the National Security in the 3 state 2 state agencies, 1 private agency, and a Kabu and they drew some researchers from the University of Ghana also to join in this 273 constituencies and apart from Asante Mampong and Equiapem North constituency at the time now Omunya constituency executives. For each of these constituencies, 15 out of the 17 executives for each constituency were physically and personally interviewed. All MMDCEs were also interviewed in this survey. Data was gathered between 1st and 16th of June. Between the 1st and the 16th of June. Last 2 weeks, and I reported by exclusively Yensa Etimi Akebiwa. It will share the details with you after this short break. Stay with us.